This episode of Dan 3.0 is brought to you by Jack Threads. Good morning, Pogo Tribe! It is Tuesday, August 17th, 2010, and today I am wearing pants. Today kicks off the first ever Dan 3.0 planning week. We've been going at this project for 2 weeks now, and we've done some cool stuff. And we're gonna keep doing cool stuff for another 50 weeks, except this week we're going to take a week off from doing cool stuff in order to better prepare for future cool stuff. I guess I shouldn't say a week off, because we're still gonna be doing some small things. Just our main focus this week is not going to be on doing things, it's going to be on planning things. Am I making any sense right now? Sometimes I worry that I don't make any sense. Am I making sense? Anyway, last Tuesday I made a video where I never left the Pogo Bat Cave, and most of you were okay with that, but some of you weren't okay with that, and I understand because I've conditioned you to enjoy videos where we're not in the Pogo Bat Cave anymore, so hold on. There! We're not gonna get out again this video, so I wanted to make sure you enjoyed a little bit of fresh air. And actually, I think I'm gonna make it a rule, and then that, exactly what I said there. That's what I do when I mess up speaking when I'm filming, and normally I delete those clips, but I think I'm gonna leave that one in. I don't know why, I'm just feeling like leaving it in today. That's what she said. Stop it! Stop it! We have lost our focus. What are we talking about now? Right, new rule. There will never again be an episode of Dan 3.0 where we do not set foot outside of the Pogo Bat Cave at least once. Good, okay, got that taken care of. Planning week. Last week I said that starting Dan 3.0 was a bit like jumping off the high dive blindfolded. We didn't know exactly what we were getting into, but we knew that we didn't know exactly what we were getting into. That is to say that we knew that we would probably need to make major tweaks as we moved forward. And the first major tweak that I suggested to you guys last week and you guys agreed was a good idea was that instead of trying to plan Dan 3.0 on a day-to-day basis, we should plan in chunks. So this week we are going to be planning a 3-month-long chunk. If you have an idea as to something you think that I should do in the next 3 months, head on over to Dan3.0.com and click on the big orange button that says propose a task. And even if you don't have a specific idea as to what I should do, you should still head on over to Dan3.0.com and vote on other people's tasks that they've submitted. If you guys take care of the submitting and the voting, I will take care of the logistical end of taking the top ideas and putting them on my calendar, and the goal is to, by this Friday, have my calendar totally full of stuff through November 30th. Now, as you are submitting ideas, there are 2 very important dates that I want you to keep in mind, and there's a stupid cricket over there! Shut up, cricket! Shut up! Ah! Well, if my cricket's not going to go away, I suppose we should embrace his existence. What should we name the cricket, Pogo Tribe? There are 2 dates that we need to keep in mind. The first being October 31st, Halloween. We're doing this epic project. I think it would be silly to not do something epic for Halloween. And the second is November 25th. That is my anniversary with Danielle, and I really want to do something special for that. And if you don't know who Danielle is, you get to meet her next week because you guys voted to the top of the decision engine a couple weeks ago that I should go visit her for her birthday, and her birthday's next week, and I'm so excited. But yeah, that's the purpose of this week. Every day what I'm going to do is just update you as to what we have added to my calendar. There are 3 more things I would like to talk about today. 1, the first big goal you guys got through the decision engine was that I should try to break a world record. I suggested that the record that I should try to break is the record for most consecutive pogo stick bounces, and you guys approved. So we're gonna do this. I'm going to attempt it, and when I do attempt it, it's going to require quite a bit of preparation. But I've been talking with my manager, and I've been talking with people at Revision 3, and we agree that it would be best to attempt that record sometime next spring. So don't worry about that right now. Don't worry about breaking the record for this 3-month time period, but sometime around the turn of the new year, sometime in early 2011, we're gonna need to start a pretty hardcore training regimen. Just want to make sure that that is on your radar screens. Thing number 2 that I want to talk about is my hair. Last week I noticed that a lot of you were submitting ideas into the decision engine as to what I should do with my hair, so I started a thread on the South Pole of the Moon where we could talk about it. And that discussion seemed to settle on the idea that I should just let my hair keep growing for the rest of the year without ever cutting it. And then to donate it to an organization like Locks of Love or something to have a wig made out of it. And that's all well and good and noble, and I'd be totally down for that, except I honestly don't think that my hair is going to be long enough at the end of a year. So I don't really know. That's a discussion that is still open. The plan for right now, I guess, will be to just let my hair keep growing, but if an idea makes it to the top of the decision engine, like I should get a mohawk, or I should get Liberty Spikes, or I should get dreadlocks, I'll go ahead and do that. Yeah. And the last thing I want to talk to you guys about is you know how I was really stressed out that first week of Dan 3.0? Yeah, that stress is still there. And I mean, I've learned to deal with it a little bit better. I've gotten a little bit used to it, but I mean, this whole Dan 3.0 thing is a lot of work for just one person. So I was talking to my manager last night about things we could do to deal with this, and we decided that it's time to look for an editor/paid intern person. I'm just gonna read exactly what he told me to say. If you are over 18 years old, are an experienced video editor, are willing to travel, and can commit at least 2 full months to this, please send an email to danintern@aktmanagement.com with your resume and a link to some editing work you have done. And if you send anything else to that email address, I will cut you with my baseball bat. Actually, we'll just ignore you, but we'll ignore you in the most hardcore way possible while listening to death metal and eating snakes. So yeah, hopefully someone out there will be able to do this, and once we have someone to help me out, we should really be able to take Dan 3.0 to the next level. Before I go, once again, I have to give a great big thank you to today's sponsor, Jack Threads. I'm a dude, and according to my demographics, about 60% of you guys are too. And as you can tell by the fact that I wear pretty much the same thing every single day, I don't much like shopping for clothes. I very literally have 10 of these shirts. I think it's a pretty natural thing for guys to not like shopping for clothes, except Jack Threads changes that because it makes buying stylish, fashionable, awesome clothes easy and cheap. Jack Threads is a members-only online shopping club that dishes up some of the hottest indie clothing brands at discounts of up to 80% off. They've got brands like The Hours, American Apparel, Kid Robot. Now normally there is a waiting list to become a Jack Threads member, but as a Dan 3.0 viewer, you get to skip it. Just head on over to jackthreads.com/pogobat and register today for free. Anywho, that is all for today. Tune in tomorrow for another fantastic episode of, wait for it, best nickname ever, D3PO. Yeah.